And roll in.
Is that Brooklyn?
Yes, sir.
All right. Thank you, Alan. That's all the questions I have.
So there's Buster MURDAUGH and his fiancee girlfriend. I'm not exactly sure of the status. I don't think it necessarily matters, but.
All right, guys, what we're doing is recording a live clip. We're looking at the claim that Buster MURDAUGH is being stalked by a tragedy pimp known as JLR, or Jonathan Lee Riches. You may remember him from the Gabby Petito story. When we were covering it, he kind of popped in and out with Molly Golightly. Navy, do you know who Buster MURDAUGH is, or do I have to look him up? If you know, I won't have to look him up.
I know. So Buster MURDAUGH is the the surviving son of Alex MURDAUGH, the man who was just convicted of killing his son and wife, one of his sons and his wife.
Okay, yeah, he's the surviving son. Okay,
he's the surviving son, yes.
What I want to try to understand really quick is, why would somebody stalk Buster MURDAUGH though? Like, why? Well, what's the gain? Is it just to try to tragedy pimp some of his info or something, or? Probably because of what just happened. Like, it wasn't, so this whole MURDAUGH trial thing didn't just expose a man doing something like that, because it also had to deal with corruption, long time history with corruption within the court and throughout the history of the town of South Carolina. So it's like a huge thing. Like it's like a historical thing. It's like this Southern family finally gets taken down for corruption and stuff.
Somewhat implicated in a prior incident involving a young man named Stephen Smith. Now, no charges against him. I believe there may be an investigation going on, but he hasn't been charged. Oh, what's going on? And I want to play you this little clip. And this is after, I believe this is after the conviction of Alex MURDAUGH. And we hear a voice in it talking about Buster. Take a listen.
Ooh.
How does Buster feel about you being found guilty?
Oh,
all right.
shit.
And we paid attention to it when we heard that, because a lot of people have been talking about this, about what happened to Stephen Smith. Is this going to be the next case? I think Chanley Painter's. But now let me show you what's been happening in
somebody big mad decided to come to live chat. You know how it is.
What is that? One of the tragedy pimps? That ain't a fake account? Really?
I went and checked it, yeah.
That's the real Dolly Vision? Oh, damn.
Someone following or harassing Buster and Brooklyn. So we looked it up. We've got part of the police report I want to show you. And this is what the police report is saying. On the evening of 3/6/2023, Brooklyn White exited her residence and witnessed a reporter looking into the windows of her vehicle. White is familiar with this reporter, who she identified as Jonathan Lee Riches. White explained that for the last few weeks, Riches has been following her and Buster while at the courthouse in Colleton County, South Carolina.
Okay, you're saying that they did file some form of charge for him following, for JLR following them around, right? Navy. That's what this is going to be about.
Well, I just heard about it, so I'd only gotten to read a little bit of it. From what the live chat was telling me, apparently Buster is filing charges against him.
Thank God. This is how it starts. This is where the scales start tipping against people that would do this kind of, like, it just, this, you know, we as YouTubers or people that look at anything remote on the internet, we're supposed to have a respect for people and look at them as regular people. Like, we don't just look at them as an entity on a screen. We try to say, listen, this is a person. We want to respect their privacy. We want to respect the details we cover. And of course, it's a selfish thing for us to do that, because we have to do that to respect our monetization, our channels, and the fact that we don't get sued or something down the road. When you start letting yourself breach the line, you end up not realizing when you break it instances where it's completely inappropriate. And when you're just some basic dummy that goes around filing lawsuits on the planet Pluto, or thinking that you're going to be, you know, going around screaming for justice, for my YouTube channel is going to get you justice, yay, you know, you end up forgetting where those lines blur and doing something like this.
She's aware of how Riches found her. She's unaware of how Riches found her residence. White showed me a YouTube channel called Jonathan Lee Riches Investigates.